Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we're taking a look at updating one of my child's decks. They already have this deck, but as of right now it's a barely upgraded precon. So today we'll be turning it into a bracket 3 deck. Yes, I know that Prosper can become far more powerful, but my child prefers to play at a bracket 3 table, not a CEDH table. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Prosper Tomebound is a 4-mana 1/4 legendary Tiefling Warlock with Death Touch. At the beginning of our end step, we exile the top card of our library. We may play it until the end of our next turn. Additionally, whenever we play a card from exile, we create a treasure token. The two things that every commander deck wants to do is ramp and draw cards, and Prosper does both. I mean, yes, the card is in exile, but we can still play it, so it's kinda sorta card draw. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that this is a bracket 3 deck, which means we can go infinite, just not super early, and we can run up to 3 game changers, but no mass land denial and no chaining turns together. Which is easy because most of the turn spells in Rakdos cause us to lose the game at our next turn, making it difficult to chain turns together. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, T-Fury. Every day, T-Fury has new designs that are on sale, but as you can see, they also have a great collection of other shirts. Anime, D&D, 80s retro, comic books, Lord of the Rings. There are thousands of shirts to choose from. I've been a loyal customer of theirs for 10 years, and I'm so happy to finally be sponsored by them. Click the link down below to see new designs and to add to your geek wardrobe. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Bloodstained Mire, Polluted Delta, Wooded Foothills, Verdant Catacombs, Arid Mesa, Blood Crypt, Luxury Suite, Haunted Ridge, Dragon Skull Summit, Raucous Theater, Sulphurous Mire, Geothermal Bog, Smoldering Marsh, Canyon Slough, Tainted Peak, Blazemire Verge, Graven Cairns, Sulphurous Springs, Blightstep Pathway, Foreboding Ruins, Rakdos Canarium, Bajuka Bog, Treasure Vault, 6 swamps, and 6 mountains. Not exactly budget, I know, but effective. For mana ramp, we've got Descent into Avernus, Goldspan Dragon, Burgi, God of Storytelling, Revel in Riches, Brass's Bounty, Stormkiln Artist, Crime Novelist, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Indulgence, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, and Solemn Simulacrum. Some treasure generators, some mana rocks, and a piece of land ramp. About what you'd expect for our color identity. Our card advantage package consists of Light Up the Stage, Chandra Torch of Defiance, Professional Facebreaker, Siphon Mind, Sensei's Divining Top, Bolus's Citadel, Jeska's Will, Decadent Dragon, Bonehorde Dracosaur, Urabrask Heretic Praetor, Demonic Tutor, Ignite the Future, and Apex of Power. Some tutors, but mostly impulse draw, which is what our commander wants to do. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Chaos Warp, Bedevil, Vandal Blast, Rakdos Charm, Abrade, Terminate, Hurl Through Hell, Murderous Rider, You Find Some Prisoners, Withering Torment, Poison the Cup, Untimely Malfunction, and Feed the Swarm. Lots of ways to remove annoying permanents, as is right and proper. Our board wipes consist of Toxic Deluge, Delayed Blast Fireball, Blasphemous Act, and Reckless Endeavor. Some thematic, but also some staples. The core of our deck consists of Zorn, Wild Magic Sorcerer, Itali, Primal Storm, Obnixilis, Captive Kingpin, Gonti, Lord of Luxury, Dream Devourer, Nalfashni, Flargan Nasari, Marionette Master, Reckless Fireweaver, Nadir's Nightblade, Mayhem Devil, Ingenious Artillerist, Weft Stalker Ardent, Marionette Apprentice, and Disciple of the Vault. Supporting our plan, we've also got Aetherflux Reservoir, Swiftfoot Boots, and Lightning Greaves. Wanted one more way to win the game, as well as some protection for our commander. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources, split between 37 lands, 13 pieces of ramp, and our commander. Right on target. 14 pieces of card advantage, counting our commander. 13 pieces of interaction. 4 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate between Rakdos Charm and Bojuka Bog. Several sudden I win combos, which I will explain. Okay, let's first talk about the ones involving our commander. But before we do, I gotta say that a lot of them involve Sensei's Dividing Top. Quick question for you, and feel free to discuss this down below. Should Sensei's Dividing Top be added to the Game Changers list? I wouldn't feel bad if it was. Let me know what you think. Anyway, we need Birgi, God of Storytelling on the battlefield, but we want her backside, Harnfell, Horn of Bouty, along with Sensei's Dividing Top and Prosper Tomebound. We tap the top, drawing a card and putting Sensei's Dividing Top onto our library. We then activate Harnfell, discarding a card and exiling the top 2 cards of our library. We then cast Top again, but this time from exile, triggering Prosper, which makes us a treasure. We can then use that treasure to repeat this combo as many times as we want, exiling our entire deck to find whatever combo we want. Add a Zorn into the mix and we now double our treasure generation. I did mention how there were some 2-card combos in the deck, but the combo of Brass's Bounty and Revel Riches isn't exactly early game. We need to wait until other players have expended themselves and their interaction, but we can basically set it up so that next turn, we have enough treasures to trigger Revel Riches, winning us the game. Finally, we have a wonderful 4-card combo involving Obnixilis, Captive Kingpin, Top, Prosper, and Reckless Fireweaver. Obnixilis allows us to impulse draw the top card of our library whenever one or more opponents loses exactly 1 life. We have a whole bunch of cards that drain our opponents for exactly 1 life, so we have some redundancy with Reckless Fireweaver. All we need to do now is cast Top, deal a point of damage with Reckless Fireweaver, put Obnixilis' ability on the stack, tap Top, draw a card, put it onto our library, then resolve Obnixilis, impulse drawing Top. We then cast Top again, triggering Prosper, which triggers Reckless Fireweaver, which then creates a whole chain that kills all of our opponents. Or we can be fair and not combo off. We can just use our multiple damage effects, use a bunch of treasures, and kill our opponents the old-fashioned way. It all depends on how nice they're being to us. I suppose I should explain what I mean by impulse draw. Some terms in Magic are not printed on the card, but throwbacks to previous cards, though this one is weird. Basically, when you exile a card and have the ability to play it or cast it, that is considered impulse drawing. You aren't casting it from your hand, but you can still play the card. So any effects that make you exile cards from the top of your library, but allow you to play them, even though they're in exile, is referred to as impulse draw. Do you have a Prosper Tomebound commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor, Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Congo, Robert Pike, Azaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Slage, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.